Good morning. Well, US and China have struck a trade deal truce and global markets have rallied on the back of the news. As part of phase one of the deal, China will buy $40 to $50 billion in US agricultural goods per year, mainly in soybeans and pork. And Trump will hold off on the tariffs that were due to take effect on Tuesday. The deal will also address intellectual property, foreign exchange and financial services issues as well. The deal will be written over the next 3 weeks, and there was no mention of the other tariffs which come into play later this year on the 15th of December. However, imminently for China, which is home to half of the world's pigs, they've been in need of buying up pork because they've been suffering from swine flu over the past year. So the deal is welcome news for them, and also it was welcome news for stock market traders and investors around the globe, which is why we saw stock markets rally. The Dow and the S&P 500 snapped their 3-week losing streak and ended higher. On Friday, the tech-heavy Nasdaq was up the most, 1.3%, the Dow up 1.2%, and the broader S&P 500 up 1.1%. In terms of standout stocks, Apple shares surged to an all-time high, and no surprise, Caterpillar was one of the best performers, up 4.7% on the deal truce. Over in Europe, their markets also rallied on the trade deal, as well as Brexit optimism, with the German market up the most, about 2.9%. Currently, our futures are suggesting a lift at the open of 0.5% or 34 points at the open, and that extends our gain of 0.9% on Friday, after the benchmark S&P ASX 200 closed at 6,607 points. In terms of what to watch today, China is set to release their trade balance for exports and imports for September, and the RBA will release their meeting minutes tomorrow after cutting the cash rate to 0.75% after a trifecta of cuts. Over to commodities. What's new? Well, gold is currently trading under the $15,000 stronghold level. It's now $1,483 per ounce and looks set to really close off the week with its second biggest weekly fall this year, as global equities are really bouncing back on the trade truce. The oil price jumped about 2% to $54.70 per barrel after 2 missiles struck an Iranian tanker on Friday. The iron ore price is slightly lower, 0.2% lower, now at $93. And in New York, BHP finished with a rise of 2.6%. The Aussie dollar is currently at 67.89 US cents.